How do you make sure that your family business succession plan is successful? I believe a big part of that is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence for the owner of the business, emotional intelligence for the family member or members who are taking over the business. And the reason that's important is several fold. The first important piece of that is that the owner, if they have high emotional intelligence, they're going to be able to communicate their vision very effectively to the owners, the future owners of that business, and also communicate effectively to the other team members or other leaders on the team. The family member who is taking over the business, if they have high emotional intelligence, they will also be able to understand the intricacies of this transaction. There's a lot to it. There is their awareness of their emotions. There's the awareness of the owner's emotions. There's the awareness of how the team feels about this. Taking over a existing business with someone from the family can be good, easy, or it can be really tricky. I think about over the years, I've seen businesses that have their son, daughter, niece, nephew, whatever it is, come into the business. And if it's not done correctly, other people in the business might be say, "Oh, here comes Joey. He's, Mr. Smith's son, and he just put him into the business because he didn't know where else to put him." We've all seen that. And it doesn't work out because Joey was never given an opportunity to make a good impression on the people at the business. Or maybe Joey really isn't the right person. So I believe that you need to do testing assessments and things like that to make sure that your leader, whether they be family or non-family, is able to run that business that has the right components there. Emotional intelligence is a big piece of that. So, the emotional intelligence wheel, there are five main components with three subsets under each. Each of those components and subsets make up emotional intelligence for leaders. And each of those subsets are extremely important in that succession plan and being a leader. And not to touch on each of the components because you can see that on the wheel, but it's very important just at a high level. Empathy is important. So you understand everybody's feelings about where you are in that process. Communication is huge. I saw that in my own business succession plan. Communication with each other and with the leadership team was crucial. And at the end, when we told the rest of the company what the plan was, that communication was imperative. But everyone saw how the leadership was forming and how we did it seamlessly. I had a lot of comments at the end from employees that said that, they knew what was going on, but we did it so seamlessly that it didn't really affect operations and wasn't, I didn't want a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth. I sold my business to three people that worked for me. So they went from managers to leaders to owning the business. And it all went well because of the high emotional intelligence that was on that leadership team. I felt comfortable that they could own that business. The same goes for a leader that is a family member. They need to be able to manage the day-to-day leadership responsibilities, not manager, not at the tactical level, but more at the vision level, and being able to inspire employees and be able to do conflict resolution. I have a friend of mine that brought his daughter into the business. And she's smart, very smart, but the question was, can she really lead the team and inspire them to move forward on the initiatives that the owner and she had? And so she did. It was pretty impressive to see how that was done. And it was because she has high emotional intelligence and people tended to trust her and follow her. So think about people that you know that you immediately gravitate to, and you might follow them on any kind of thing that you're doing, whether it be in some kind of team. I had years ago, I was on a team at church, and we did a mission trip out of the country. And the person that led the team was an automatic leader because he was able to inspire us. It was we built some houses for in a third world country, so it wasn't the easiest work, and but he was able to inspire us and to instill confidence and trust. And I believe that he had a high emotional intelligence to do that. So that's what a leader is, being able to do that. And same thing is in your business when you have family members come in. If they have high emotional intelligence, they are going to be able to elicit that confidence and trust with the existing employees that they can run that business. It's not going to be run like you'd have run it, I can tell you from experience, but that's okay, because that's part of the reason that you want to turn it over to the next generation, is because maybe they can do it better, maybe they can do it differently. They're ready to take that business forward, and but they have to have the pieces that go along with it, with emotional intelligence and how that affects their ability to have a good business succession plan. Emotional intelligence has always been a big passion of mine. I believe in it from a leadership standpoint, and I really believe in it from a business succession standpoint. And if you want to know more information about that, check out my website, www.hellbent2sell.com. There's information on there about emotional intelligence and also information about business succession, including a course that helps step you through that piece between who's going to buy my business and what's my exit. How do I train them to own that business? Have you thought about that? I didn't think about it until I got there. I thought, oh, wow, now I know who's going to buy it. I know what the value is, but how am I going to teach them to run that business? How will they be successful? My goal was to look back and have a legacy and be able to see that they've taken the business past where I could ever dream of taking it. So I'm hoping that this has helped you in your journey. And if you have any questions or I can help you in any way, please let me know. Thanks.